Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes. Well, welcome. I am Natasha Martin, Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion here at Seattle University, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 131st Commencement of Seattle University. Yes. So I want to invite you to take your seats at this time. The commencement procession will begin in just a moment. The procession will be led by Dr. Frank Shih, President of the Seattle University Academic Assembly and Professor of Engineering, carrying the university mace. Dr. Shih will be followed by the graduates who will process by school and college. They will be followed by faculty and academic staff, and finally, the platform party, featuring the university leadership, honorary degree recipient Viet Thanh Nguyen, and other guests of honor. And now, Mosaic Brass will play Pomp and Circumstance. Welcome.
President Peñalver, Chair of the Board of Trustees Patrick Callens, and University Trustees, members of the Board of Regents, representative of the Alumni Board of Governors Tom Hove, officers of the university, honorary degree recipient Viet Thanh Nguyen, guests of honor, members of the faculty, staff, and administration, candidates for graduation, and family members and friends. Welcome to the 2023 Commencement of Seattle University. Please rise as you are able for the national anthem and our invocation. The national anthem will be sung by Seattle University alumna Jimna Balban. Jimna.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and through its red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The invocation will be offered by faculty member Father Eric Watson of the Society of Jesus.
And so let us commence our time together by calling to mind that we are in the presence of the divine as we begin in a spirit of gratitude. We acknowledge the indigenous peoples on whose traditional homelands we stand today and pledge to work together to support indigenous communities and care for the earth. God of creation, God of knowledge and discovery, we come before you on this spectacular day, deeply grateful for the graduating students gathered here. We are proud family members, friends, and mentors, fellow scholars and colleagues, and we can each attest to the intelligence, commitment, hard work, and passion you have bestowed on each of them. We give you thanks for the opportunities they have had here at Seattle University to learn and grow, to question and discover in libraries and laboratories, in classroom discussions and late-night revelations, in impassioned debates and in quiet moments of reflection. Accompanied by faculty and mentors, they have created new knowledge and advanced our human understanding, and for this we are filled with wonder. And in true Jesuit fashion, you have led them to ask questions not just about the way things are, but about the way things might be, and how they might contribute to fostering a world that is at once more just and more humane. And so, dear God, we now beg your blessing upon our gathering. Fill our hearts with the joy you feel in these graduates. Make our celebration a true expression of the gratitude we feel. And inspire these, our graduates, and us who celebrate them to live up to the high callings we proclaim here today. May all of us here be people for others, putting our learning at the service of those who are most in need. May we look beyond ourselves, sharing generously of what we have so generously received from you. May we put our knowledge and love into action, touching lives and empowering others so that all may share in your rich bounty. And gracious God, you are the source of all good gifts. We give you thanks for the gifts we see shimmering before us here today, and we offer them back to you in joy, praying in your most holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Shane Martin, and I have the privilege of serving as Provost of Seattle University. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the university, it's my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the 2023 Graduate Commencement Ceremony. We are delighted to receive the parents, family members, and friends of our remarkable graduates. First, I would like to express congratulations to our graduates from the class of 2023. My colleagues and I salute you on your achievements. Second, I also congratulate the parents, family members, spouses, significant others, friends of our graduates. A commencement ceremony is an affirmation of the many contributions and sacrifices that all of you have made over the years to support your loved one. And third, I thank our amazing faculty and staff colleagues for the excellence of their work in educating and supporting our students. I'd like to propose a round of applause for everyone who's contributed today to the success and achievement of our graduates. This year we have two special recognitions. I would first like to recognize a professor from the Albers School of Business and Economics on achieving 50 years as a faculty member. Please join me in recognizing Professor Bill Weiss. And second, we have a long-serving senior administrative leader who is retiring. I would like to take a moment to express the university's gratitude to Kristen Swanson, Dean of the College of Nursing. Your absence will be felt, and we wish you the very best. Dean Swanson. And it is now my great privilege to introduce Eduardo Peñalver, the 22nd President of Seattle University. President Peñalver.
Good evening. Okay. Let me begin by adding my heartfelt congratulations. Members of the class of 2023, finishing a graduate course of study is no small feat. None of you got here alone. Now, okay, before I go any further, this thing I'm wearing, this is that we refer to as the medallion of presidential power. So if I weren't wearing it, none of the degrees would be valid tonight. But it also means you have to do what I say. The faculty doesn't because that's shared governance, but the students, you have to do what I say. So what I'd like you to do, and we'll see if it works, because if it's not working, I don't know about the degrees. Take a moment to just join me in thanking and congratulating the parents, spouses, supporters, mentors, and friends who are with you today, and without whom you would not be who you are or where you are. Loud, loud, loud. Okay, I guess it's working. I think we're good. I'd also like to take a moment to just personally thank and congratulate the faculty, staff, and administrators of Seattle University. Over the past few years, you've persevered in the face of very challenging circumstances, and we've all benefited tremendously from your tenacity and inventiveness, and so I thank you. Seattle University aspires to be one of the most innovative, progressive, Jesuit and Catholic universities in the world, a place where innovation meets humanity. Class of 2023, the most important way that we achieve these audacious goals is through the impact and success that you achieve, you who are students and who today become our graduates. As Ignacio Ellacuria, the former rector of the Jesuit University of Central America, said in his 1982 speech at the Santa Clara University Commencement, even as we aim to transform the world around us, Jesuit universities understand that it is our students who are the immediate instruments of that transformation. Seattle University's mission statement therefore wisely commits us to empowering our students to become leaders for a just and humane world. A just and humane world. We throw around the word justice a lot on our campus, and yet justice is an opaque and contested concept. It's hardly self-defining. We sometimes see justice used as a synonym for retribution or vengeance. This is the version of justice that Toby Keith and Willie Nelson are invoking in their unforgettable classic of country music. You know the one. Beer for my horses. As they say, I'm not going to sing it. Grandpappy told my pappy, back in my day, son, a man had to answer for the wicked that he done. And they continue, justice is the one thing you should always find. You got to saddle up your boys. You got to draw a hard line. And justice on this view, and in their words, involves rounding up all them bad boys and hanging them high in the street. And this conception of justice as righteous vengeance is one with which we're all too familiar. Versions of it proliferate across our political spectrum, with the specific object of vengeance or the means of carrying it out varying based on the perceived injustice to be remedied. And this righteous zeal for vengeance often goes along with a conception of justice as all or nothing. It confidently views justice as something we can fully capture in a tight box constructed from rigid rules and simple slogans. And yet, the boxes in which we would confine justice share all the imperfections of the crooked human timber from which we have fashioned them. With our efforts distorted by the messiness of human institutions and by the limitations of our own comprehension, we find that justice is something that continually resists our full and final understanding and articulation. And this leads me to a different conception of justice, one with deep roots in the Jesuit Catholic tradition of social justice, justice as encounter or engagement with our fellow human beings. As Pope Francis has made clear, true engagement or encounter requires mutual recognition of our shared human dignity and a commitment to dismantling the unjust structures that undermine that dignity. As the Argentine philosopher Enrique Dussel has observed, genuine encounter also involves recognizing the ultimate mystery and complexibility of human beings. And it's from within this tradition of justice as social and relational that Pope Francis has called on us to resist the toxic polarization that pervades our political discourse and to work instead to promote genuine human engagement and dialogue, even across our differences. In his 2015 speech to a joint session of the US Congress, he lamented the simplistic reductionism that characterizes so much contemporary discourse and that results in a knee-jerk tendency to categorically label people as good or evil, the righteous or sinners. And this tendency towards dualism lends itself to the dismissal of those with whom we find ourselves in disagreement as beyond redemption or unworthy of our engagement. understanding justice through the lens of encounter and engagement challenges us to resist the urge to judge and dismiss those with whom we differ. It invites us to collaborate more broadly, to bring our best ideas about justice into conversation with the best ideas of others, testing them against the messy complexity of actual human institutions. This relational conception of justice reminds us that we have something to learn from our disagreements. It cautions us that our adversary today may be our colleague or ally of tomorrow. And that recognition, in turn, encourages us to exhibit a degree of humility in asserting our own conception of justice or in assessing its applicability to a particular situation. In seeking to empower leaders for a just and humane world, our hope at Seattle University is to be a place where true encounter is possible, a place where relationships across our many differences can both enrich and challenge us. As you receive your degrees today, my hope is that your Seattle University education has taught you not to be dispensers of vengeance or purveyors of facile slogans. Instead, my hope is that the education you've received at Seattle University has helped you to become experts at engagement and encounter, that it's helped you to become connoisseurs of complexity and mystery, leaders who are skilled in the art of inviting others into the vitally important conversations about justice, listening and learning from them, building relationships, and in the process advancing our world toward more just and humane possibilities. Class of 2023, once again, congratulations. It's now my great privilege and pleasure to introduce Dr. Viet Thanh Nguyen. Our commencement ceremony is enriched by his presence with us here today. Dr. Nguyen, will you please approach the podium so we may honor you as an extraordinary author and professor. In 1975, at the age of 4, you fled war-torn Vietnam with your family and arrived as refugees in the United States. After living for some time in a refugee camp in Pennsylvania, your family eventually made its way to San Jose, and your parents established one of the first Vietnamese grocery stores in the city. In your adoptive country, you and your family encountered discrimination and racism. You struggled, and you thrived. After graduating from Bellarmine College Preparatory, a Jesuit high school in San Jose, you earned a bachelor's and later a doctoral degree from the University of California at Berkeley. You joined the faculty at the University of Southern California, and today you serve as the Errol Arnold Chair of English and Professor of English, American Studies and Ethnicity, and Comparative Literature. Among other recognitions for teaching and scholarship, you've received the Mellon Mentoring Award for faculty mentoring graduate students and the Albert R. Robenheimer Distinguished Junior Faculty Award for outstanding research, teaching, and service. You're an accomplished author. Your debut novel, The Sympathizer, which explores themes of caste, education, war, identity, and loyalty, earned, among other accolades, the 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Many more highly acclaimed and impactful books have followed. Your life experience and extraordinary gifts as a writer allow you to tell, as few can, the story of refugees and immigrants, as well as the continuing toll taken by war. In 2017, you were selected as a MacArthur Foundation Fellow. You serve on the board for the Pulitzer Prizes and for the International Rescue Committee, and you are actively involved in promoting arts and Vietnamese culture and the study of how cultures, peoples, capital, and ideas flow between Asia, the Americas, and the Pacific Islands. Dr. Viet Thanh Nguyen, you personify the very best of Jesuit education. Seattle University is proud to confer on you today the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Will the chair of Seattle University's Board of Directors, Pat Callens, please assist me?
For the photo. Pat.
Thank you so much, President Peñalver. Good afternoon, Seattle University. Yeah. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of this momentous day. Congratulations, graduates, on your wonderful accomplishment. Congratulations, parents, partners, and loved ones, on your own accomplishment in supporting and encouraging your loved ones, perhaps for longer than you might have expected. I remember how excited my parents were when I told them that I was going to become a doctor. They were hardworking refugees who ran a grocery store. Mom and Dad were quite excited about my becoming a doctor until I told them I was going to become an English doctor. That look of disappointment in their faces is something I'm quite used to. I'm a writer, and I live in Los Angeles. When I tell people in LA that I'm a writer, no one cares. And when I was an undergraduate, an English major, people would sometimes ask, what are you going to do with an English major? Part of me wishes I'd had the bravado to say, win a Pulitzer Prize. Woo! More modestly and more importantly, I should have said, find my voice. That's what I'm talking to you about today. No matter what career you've chosen and whether people care or don't care about it, you'll need to find your voice, which is not the same as finishing your degree. My journey to finding my voice started when my family arrived in the United States in 1975, fleeing the end of the war in Vietnam. Being a refugee was traumatic, but it wasn't all bad. Being a refugee left me with the requisite emotional damage necessary to become a writer. Being a refugee also leaves me with an opinion not all of you may agree with, which is that I think refugees and immigrants make America great. Partly how we've done that is by finding our voices and contributing to the chorus or the cacophony that is these United States. My family settled initially in Pennsylvania. In 1751, Pennsylvania's most famous resident, Benjamin Franklin, asked, why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, become a colony of aliens who will never adopt our language or customs any more than they can acquire our complexion? The aliens he was talking about? Those terrible, dark-skinned Germans. Could Ben Franklin have imagined that one day we would have 3 American presidents of German descent? Dwight Eisenhower, Herbert Hoover, and Donald Trump. Or could Ben Franklin have imagined someone like my older brother? He was 10 years old when he came to Pennsylvania, speaking no English. 7 years later, he graduated as his high school's valedictorian and went to Harvard. I'll convey your applause to him. Just to make my life harder, because I went to my last choice college, he went to Stanford Medical School and became the doctor my parents wanted, which is apparently what you're supposed to do when you're Asian. I'm very proud of my brother, but I don't think we should welcome refugees and immigrants based on whether they can become doctors, presidents, or Pulitzer Prize winners. You shouldn't have to be exceptional to be let into this country. I, for one, believe in an America that is equal for all, where refugees and immigrants have the right to be mediocre, just like every other American. Now, I know you've just spent many years of your life trying not to be mediocre. I'm here to give you permission to fail. Your loved ones might not want to hear that, but you should listen to Samuel Beckett. Ever tried, he wrote. Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. In a sense, none of you have failed. Enjoy your hard-earned degrees. But you hopefully have a long road ahead of you, and you might yet encounter failure, either thrust on you or chosen by you. In my case, even after I got my PhD, became a professor, published my first academic book, I felt like a failure. I thought I had found my voice. It was a funny voice, though. My best friend from high school told me he kept my scholarly book by his bedside. I was so proud until he told me that he read it every night to help him fall asleep. What I realized was that this voice I had attained after a decade in the academy was not mine. It was the voice of the scholars whose work I read and admired, the kind of voice that the academy rewarded and which I was imitating. I realized if I wanted to write scholarship that might keep non-academic readers awake, and if I wanted to write fiction, I would have to find my own voice. I would have to unlearn the academic voice that had taken me a decade of struggle to learn. That required another decade of more struggle and learning, more trying and failing. And thankfully, I'd had a lot of experience in failing. My first creative writing workshop as an undergraduate was with the writer Maxine Hong Kingston. Every day, I would enter her seminar of 14 students, sit a few feet away from her, a writer whose book, The Woman Warrior, was reputed to be the most widely taught book on college campuses, and every day, I would fall asleep. Maxine gave me a B+, which may not seem that bad, except that a B+ is an Asian F. Over the next 20 years, long after I finished my doctorate, I failed again and again and again. If you're someone who's never failed at anything, who's never fallen asleep in class, who's always been good at what you do, I hate you. And we all do. For the rest of us who have failed, the lesson is persistence is more important than talent. One reason I persisted in trying to find my voice was because I knew what it feels like to be silenced. I grew up in an America that was fighting its war in Vietnam all over again, this time on screen. I watched almost all of Hollywood's Vietnam War movies, an exercise I recommend to no one, especially if you're Vietnamese. Vietnam was our country and this was our war, and yet our only place in American movies was to be killed, raped, threatened, or rescued. Our role was to scream, cry, beg, or curse, and if we could say anything at all, it was thank you for being saved. Like many other so-called minorities, we were distorted by stereotypes or erased by ignorance. The solution for many of our parents was to make their children doctors, lawyers, engineers, professors, and all of the many occupations that you're going into, all respectable and necessary occupations. But as Maxine Hong Kingston has written, we need more than necessity. We also need extravagance. We need storytellers, too, if we're going to change the cacophony or the chorus that is our country. As I tried to become a storyteller, I was still concerned about pleasing people, just as I did when I was a grad student. Writing my first book of fiction, The Refugees, I was nervous about whether editors and readers would like the book. And what about my parents? And what about Vietnamese people? My voice was in that book, but it was somewhat muted out of fear. With my next book, The Sympathizer, a novel about the war in Vietnam where the Vietnamese are at the center, and which HBO is turning into a major television series next year. Woo! Yeah. Which means that if you haven't read The Sympathizer, you never have to read The Sympathizer. You can just watch it on TV. I was done worrying in writing that book about whether or not people liked what I had to say. I wrote first and foremost for me. And by not caring about what other people thought, I found my authentic voice. But I ran into a problem. The first major review of the novel said that Viet is the voice for the voiceless. And I thought, no. Have you ever met any Vietnamese people? Eaten at a Vietnamese restaurant? Been inside a Vietnamese home? We're really, really loud. As Arundhati Roy puts it, there's really no such thing as the voiceless. There are only the deliberately silenced or the preferably unheard. The ironic thing for some of us who have earned our master's and doctoral degrees is that we may still struggle against being silenced in our professions and our disciplines. Your degrees are only the beginning of being heard, not the guarantee. What I want for each of you is to reach that moment of absolute authenticity when you discover what you truly believe in, when you find your voice, which will give you the will to assert your truth and your presence. But what I also hope is that when you use your voice, that you do not try to be a voice for the voiceless, to be a gatekeeper, to be an owner of your particular domain. Instead, your challenge and mine is to open those gates, keep them open, listen for unheard voices, and abolish the conditions of voicelessness. This is how we change our individual stories, as well as the collective stories of our professions and our disciplines, or even the story of our country, expanding it to exclude no one and include everyone. Class of 2023, it's all over, and yet it's all just beginning. I hope you continue to learn and to be brave enough to fail, and I hope we hear your voices in the future, as we are sure to hear your voices right now. Congratulations.
And now we will present this year's student awards and then hear from our student speaker. The Provost Award for Graduate Student Excellence is given to a Seattle University graduate student who has maintained the highest grade point average throughout his, her, or their program of study and has also demonstrated outstanding leadership abilities. This year's recipient is Katie Hogue, who will receive a Master's of Education in Student Development Administration. Unfortunately, because of a family emergency, Katie is unable to be here with us in person, but we want to acknowledge her incredible achievements. Katie completed her degree in 2 years with a 4.0 GPA while working full-time. Her scholar practitioner research, professional practice internships, and leadership as co-editor of the Student Development Administration peer-reviewed journal, Majus, are all exemplary accomplishments demonstrating her academic excellence, professional formation, and leadership. Katie exceeded 300 hours of professional practice within 2 distinct internship settings. With Seattle University's Career Engagement Office, Katie engaged in research around mentorship, accessibility, and curriculum design to develop digital learning curriculum videos for the mentorship platform Redhawks Landing. Additionally, she assessed the needs of Seattle University's social work graduate students to provide recommendations for a pilot mentoring program for graduate students. With the Seattle campus of Northeastern University, she reviewed over 1,200 assessment surveys to develop and propose recommendations about student academic success programs to department leadership. So please join me in recognizing the 2023 Provost Award for Graduate Student Excellence recipient, Katie Hogue. The Archbishop Raymond G. Hunthausen Outstanding Service Award recognizes a student who embodies the Jesuit ideal of being a person for and with others through service to both the university community and the greater community beyond campus. Marjan Didra is the recipient of the 2023 Raymond G. Hunthausen Outstanding Service Award, and I invite her to join me on the stage. Today, Marjan will receive her doctoral degree from the Educational, Organizational Learning, and Leadership program. Marjan's positionality as an Iranian woman has led to her to be passionate about education, access, and equity. Marjan currently serves as Resilient Communities Policy and Community Engagement Specialist for King County, where she leads as a policy advisor and subject matter expert on gender-based violence, persons with disabilities, refugees and immigrants, and reentry and criminal justice. She is a member of the City of Renton's Human Services Advisory Committee and the League of Women Voters of Washington. Her previous professional role was as the Veterans Affairs Director in Senator Patty Murray's office. About her SU experience, Marjan shared, "I genuinely appreciate Seattle University's commitment to academic excellence grounded in a whole-person approach. Seattle University created ample space for me to go beyond myself and understand the need for community building by emphasizing continual reflection and discernment." Please join me in honoring Marjan Didra as our graduate Hunthausen Award recipient. And Marjan will now deliver the valedictory address.
Hello, class of 2023. Look around, Seattle University students. We made it. We made it through all-nighters in the library, leading community-based projects, surviving the pandemic, not being able to see our families and telling them we only have 365 more days to graduate. Eating ramen, looking for parking, working odd shifts, and dreaming about the day we graduate. Now, we are only hours away from walking into that world that is so ready for us to lead. It is my great honor to stand before you today and express my sincere gratitude to everyone who made this moment possible. Our professors, staff, mentors, friends, and family. Without your unwavering support, we would not be standing here today, ready to take the next step in our journey. As we reflect on the past few years in this academic journey, Seattle University's Jesuit tradition challenged us to think clearly, think for ourselves, and adopt academic curiosity as a lifelong habit. Seattle University encouraged us to grow personally and spiritually, testing our values, developing a sense of responsibility for ourselves and our vibrant community, and learning about making ethical choices in our lives. My fellow graduates of Seattle University, we have learned to balance self-reliance with interdependence, knowledge with spirituality, and mind with heart. These invaluable skills will serve us well in the bright future that awaits our leadership. A leadership that, at its core, is about inspiring and empowering others to achieve a common goal that benefits humanity. It's about recognizing people's potential and helping them realize it. And it's about being willing to take risks, to make tough decisions, and to stand up for what you believe in. But leadership is not just about what you do. It's also about who you are. It's about having the courage to be authentic, to show vulnerability, and to build relationships based on trust and respect. It's about recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute and that we can achieve great things by working together. And lastly, leadership is about passionate commitment towards transformative social change and personal connections that will serve you throughout your legacy as a Seattle University alum. As we leave this ceremony today and embark on the next phase of our journey, I urge my fellow graduates to remember the lessons we have learned here. And remember that the most outstanding leaders are those who lead with compassion, integrity, and humility. The world needs leaders like us, leaders who are committed to making a positive difference in the lives of others. So, as we go forth from this place, let us do so with a sense of purpose and a commitment to excellence. Let us use the skills and knowledge that we have gained to make a real difference in the world. And let us always remember the critical role that Seattle University's Jesuit tradition plays in creating a brighter future for all. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. The candidates for all master's and doctoral degrees will now come forward by college or school to be recognized by name as directed by the university marshals. Candidates for their respective doctoral degrees have completed a dissertation or capstone project. Their advisors or faculty chairs have assisted with the hooding of doctoral students at special ceremonies that occurred in each respective school or college over this commencement weekend. The academic deans for each school and college will present their graduates. We do ask that our guests present not approach the stage to take photographs. We have university photographers and representatives of the media who will provide photo coverage. And there will be opportunities for family and friends to take pictures after the ceremony. Thanks so much for your cooperation. I'd now like to invite Dean David Powers to present the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the master's degree from the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward?
Jasmine Y. Sue.
Nancy Charlotte Carroll.
Johnny Sithisak. Mackenzie Young Mark.
Justin Brooks Crippen. Andrew Tsepo Kambwiri. Florence Arma.
Jessica Peterson.
Tambi Cork. Eleanor Ray Borshak. Wilmot James Collins II. Elena Rose Lee.
Damon Sugiton.
Kaylee Hunt.
Gavin James Lishman Muller.
Rachel Nicole Amperano. Taehon Lee. Chelsea Chavira. Jia Xin Yu. Shelby Rumiko Curry.
Eloise Rose Wuckmer. Dania Maria Velasco Morales.
Elizabeth Ann Heimberger. Jolie Yakuzba Allen. Sammy Hamish.
Monica Shanna Parr.
Marvin Henderson. Jessica Minhee Kwan. Rebecca Hatsumi Haynes. Carolyn Conception. Mick Holzbeck. Elizabeth Shaoji Walcott Grant. Kaylee Akers.
Estefania Rendon Dominguez.
Christina Elizabeth Betts. Sarah Cohn. Claire Jan Lynch Kilborn. Jana Monroe Ellingwood. Haley Hahn. Laura A.M. Clark.
Arden Wong.
Ariana Garcia. Kathleen Landwehr. Brandon Nicholas Bledsoe.
Donal Naik.
Angela Costello.
Hannah Schuster.
Latifa S. Abdullah. Injun Kim.
Sharon L. Samuel Hill. Andrew Jordan Skokoza. Akiko Montasia Owens. Camille Rochester.
Shrestha Alok.
Martine Ryan. Adiana Kathleen Shepard.
Jessica Erin Keller.
Brooklyn Dawn Smith.
McKenna Irene Little.
Jocelyn Vincent.
Hunter Thomas Joel. Sarah Brooke Garcia. Jennifer Arellano.
Hannah Rosemary Wilder.
Scott Andrew Devaney.
Alfe Graciela Maria Guerrero Wood.
Audrey Eve Harold. John Shepard Brown. Freya Maureen Helton. Sydney Hardy. Shemya Dang. Karina Arroyo.
Alicia Westlake.
Andrea Feliz Garcia Brown. Kimani Troy Iba. Sabrina Figueroa.
Anna Wilson.
Haley McKenna Bruce.
Lara McSherry. Jenna Wilson.
Emma Birgitta Astrid Kriegsman.
Christine Wong. Megan Ann O'Neill. Lisa Nicole McGuire.
Jennifer Seeley Hayes.
Andrew Reyes.
Emily Johnsrud.
Daniel Hunjin Peck.
Maria Betancourt Semenko.
Joe Mwange Njoroge.
Monica Edenholm. Ali Dillaway Desatel.
Zara Muse.
Logan Denzel Britweiser.
Gabriel Molinaro. Sam Noble. Joshua M. Wilson.
Jennifer L. Lindsay. Emily Eileen Ackley. Christy Elizabeth Content. Anushka Agarwal. Eva Bravata Keating. Adoración de la Peña Asuncion Reed. James J.B. Innocent. Tiffany Alexis Leal. Bridget English.
Allison Caroline Witham. Blaze Creature. Gabrielle Ash Santerre.
Caleb Pierce.
Maggie Catherine Bielefeld. Andrea Jean Keepin Gramps.
Matthew Sorg.
Amanda Evans. Derek James Harris. Trish Jocelyn. Miriam Naimi.
Angela Sorkin.
Jinho John. Catherine Kepler. Ashley Dobbs. Margaret Cudahy. Cameron Lee Gardner. Brittany Jo Borges.
Congratulations to the master's degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. I would now like to invite Dean Amit Shukla to present the candidates from the College of Science and Engineering.
Will the candidates for the master's degree from the College of Science and Engineering please come forward?
Robert Forrest Barentine.
Fangsheng Shu.
Mohammed Al-Moghazi.
Mustafa A. Abu Tharea.
Jordan David Wagner.
Altanai Bisht. William Robinson Long.
Justin David Thorson II. Maureen Michelle O'Sullivan.
Ana Mendez.
Jared Alexander Mebo.
Colin Patrick Aylward.
Ravi Teja Pusala.
Kenny Halim.
Pujit Nilagiri.
Edwin Kaburu.
Eli Ogilvy. Anjali Sebastian. Anthony Pinza. Zhuo Jing Xie. Omid Shamoil. Han Yong Long. Carlo Provenzani. Dennis Ryach. Marwa Saleh. Bruno Ruiz de Somocurcio.
Bao Tran Tran Do. Nuri Bang.
Rupanch Futela. A Xing Zhu. Sagar Vinayak.
Adit Goyal.
Wei Che Chung.
Pooja Bhatia. Akila Vidya Shriya Dornipadu.
Radhika Rajkumar Magaji. Madhuri Tatineni.
Fidan Aidamirova. Ayushi Kumar. Swati Kolar Ravi Kumar.
Shanmuga Priya Ravi.
Leah Lapierre.
Shipra Walecha.
Tejas Chandrasekhar Dandane.
Bhakya Devi Ray.
Sanchita Jain. Jin Ko. Andrew James Graff.
Yu Wing Wang.
Ramya Anupoju. Jun Liao. Saranya Haridas.
Leila Mirzai.
Sonali Desarda. Zachary Jeffries.
Poonamben Rajendrabai Patel.
Manasa Bhatt Acharya.
Rajata Kumar. Gregory Reneris.
Shama Kumar.
Henry Shin-Yu Song.
Ashleisha Balvant Bahamare. Kalyani Era.
Kruta Arvind Prabhu.
Isaac Rannan Larson.
Brenda Rudramurti.
Ryan Taylor Larson. Vindhya Nair Lulakumari Jayachandran. Navneet Kaur Johal.
James Lawrence Talbot.
Blaine Tadessa. Michael Bracco. Gabriel A. Caceres.
Wahid Ratmazada.
Avery Ha Din.
Nitharsan Sivakanthan.
Alicia Lauren Garcia. Prajakta Bimalkedkar. Francis Aron Kagi. Pratik Kakar.
Ramgopal Reddy Putta.
Hector Jesus Harada.
Congratulations to the master's degree graduates from the College of Science and Engineering. I would now like to invite Dean Cynthia Dillard to present the candidates from the College of Education.
Will the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees from the College of Education please come forward? The master's degree recipients will cross the stage first, followed by the doctoral graduates.
Jason Starr.
Riley Lindheimer.
Catherine Dubik Schwartz. Emily Osborne Seiler. Kaori Tanaka.
Ryan Kroner. Ashley Mengyi Shea. Rowan Kent. Ruby Castellea Camp. Justin C. Birkbigler.
Lucas Wilson.
Amanda Marie Alexander. Mateo David Mayorga Dahlstrom.
Catherine Riley. Jin Kwan Oh. Magdalena Mazayars. Trina Vo.
Gabriella Grace Whelan Flint.
Tin Tam Tammy Nguyen. Abigail Raver. Maria Elena Palalai. Heather Nicole Thompson. Kira Anlyn Thurston. Jennifer Lee Williams Van Wyck. Molly Steiber. Henry Phillips. Erin Ann Williams. Eduardo Medina Jr. Ethan Purcell.
Athena Fry. Hannah Lynn Holmes. Kirsten Jones. Susan Patricia Burke. Tasha Meiyao Fang. Liesel Yeager.
Hirut Mamo.
Zach Kornfeld.
Citlali Yanez Sanchez. Margot Radovich. Dominique Rose Mariansky. Riley Ann Peterson.
Dream Lena Gonzalez. Sarah Gilwitt.
Gabriela Rios.
Tyler Augustus Hazelhurst.
Alexandra Elizabeth Thomas Sanchez.
Anne Margaret Avery.
Myra Guadalupe Santoyo. Mitra Tara Vahdati.
Whitney Price Gass.
Garrett Munar Moon. Abigail Lynn Iorita. Daphne Valcourt.
Ellen Bliss Koppelman.
Heather
Colleen
Pancraft.
Marie Shelton.
Aiden Lynn Kersey.
Gabriella Reese. Sydney Warren.
Jessica Allen.
Haley Joan Weed.
Alexandria Delia Hernandez Nelson. Sabrina Rebecca Klindworth. Barbara Ann Hawksworth. Katrin I. Chitwood. Jasmine Alexandra Barrett.
Monica Sayuri Sakamoto Nix.
Elizabeth Gervais Boone.
Chanagan Misanam. Megan Elizabeth Renica.
Anne Grady Averett. Laura Marie Note. Nedralani Mailo Logotala.
Otto Delphine Robinson.
Edwina Silafanga Fui.
Alexandria Sado. Geomark Manahan Panelo.
Vivian Ha.
Doreen Toda.
Cassidy Nicole Stamper.
Shayna Olarty.
Brianna Couts.
Mary Quinn Hoon Chun. Will Raiden Staley.
Stacy Fernandez. Tyler James Lehman. Rear Henderson.
Carla Adriana Rios.
Madeline Carol Harris.
Marcela Perez Rico.
David Gutierrez. Janet Contreras Guevara. Chad Waiming Shimazu Hara. Amrita Kaur here. Emma Grace Chesky. Tiffany Irene Fly.
Joshua David Poling.
Elizabeth Elvira Galvan.
Emma Malchnik.
Rachel Heckroth. Annika Dayton. Jessa L. Ho.
Kim Muir.
Areli Jasmine Gutierrez. Ellen Griha Rubenstein. Joanne Gliani. Deborah S. D'Souza.
Emily Xinhua Tai.
Mariana Dylan Gomez Bowden.
Chessie Rebecca Snyder.
Ivy Beck. Bethany Ann Croat. Erin Elizabeth Enquest. Anya Subbat Burry.
Maria Rita Paredes Manalastas.
Clarice Nicole Boone.
Maria Reyes.
Curtis Ford Layton. Yareline Cantu. McKaylee Ann Patricia Lakin. Katie Gehring.
Megan Elizabeth Scribner Vartanian. Michelle Nguyen. Sharon Rapich Henry. Lily Mary Catherine Robbins DeVille.
Emily Frank Hunter. Audra Nicole Cobley.
Rosa Nuge. Jose Salvador Salazar.
Dr. Marjan Atashkar Didra, chaired by Dr. Colette M. Taylor. Dr. Asheray L. Brown, chaired by Dr. Trenia Walker.
Dr. Ursula Quintana. Dr. Kyle Jean Winslow, chaired by Dr. Trinia Walker. Dr. Kalpana Shanmugam, chaired by Dr. Colette M. Taylor. Dr. Inez Finau Lolohea Olive, chaired by Dr. Trinia Walker.
Dr. Rajani Lata, chaired by Dr. Vivian Lopak. Dr. Rachel Singleton Drake, chaired by Dr. Cynthia B. Dillard. Dr. Letitia Lonan, chaired by Dr. Brian Taberski. Dr. Megan Vismara Benavides, chaired by Dr. Brian Taberski.
Dr. Jocelyn Danielle Williams, chaired by Dr. Cynthia B. Dillard.
Dr. Casey Jean Dimsey, chaired by Dr. Colette M. Taylor. Dr. Sylvia K. Hahn, chaired by Dr. Colette M. Taylor.
Dr. Charmaine Marshall, chaired by Dr. Brian Taberski. Dr. Eric Randolph Marshall, chaired by Dr. Trinia Walker.
Congratulations to the master's and doctoral graduates from the College of Education. I would now like to invite Executive Director Erica Martin to present the candidates from the School of Theology and Ministry.
Will the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees from the School of Theology and Ministry please come forward? The master's degree recipients will cross the stage first, followed by the doctoral graduates.
Heidi McAteer Salentine.
Tor Slaveland. Dr. Terrence Terrell Taylor, chaired by Dr. Edward Donaldson.
Dr. Jennifer Marie Farrell, chaired by Dr. Edward Donaldson.
Dr. Rev. Sherry Jackson Munson, chaired by Dr. Mark Lloyd Taylor. Dr. Lorenzo McDuffie, chaired by Dr. Erica Lee Martin.
Dr. Teddy Callahan, chaired by Dr. Edward Donaldson.
Dr. Patrick Wayne Oliver, chaired by Dr. Edward Donaldson.
Dr. Byron Lavon Harris, chaired by Dr. Edward Donaldson.
Jin Lee, Masters in Divinity.
Congratulations to the master's and doctoral graduates from the School of Theology and Ministry. I would now like to invite Dean Kristen Swanson to present the candidates from the College of Nursing.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree from the College of Nursing please come forward?
Dr. Amani Abdel Fattah Azedani, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Gallagher. Dr. Tara Lawal, chaired by Dr. Gail Robinson. Dr. Dang Min Lee, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Gallagher.
Dr. Behrus Rufino Soleimani.
Dr. Shana Ann Tupa Santanil, chaired by Dr. Alex Shook.
Dr. Abshir M. Hassan, chaired by Dr. Courtney Foss.
Dr. Eliza Marie Tanegan Mercado, chaired by Dr. Danuta Woynar. Dr. Mark Samuel, chaired by Dr. Danuta Woynar.
Dr. Nicole Carolyn DeBoer, chaired by Dr. Patrick Murphy. Dr. Fonabe Etapong Ayongaba, chaired by Dr. Janae Tillman. Dr. Sabrina Rosa Galindo, chaired by Dr. Patrick Murphy.
Dr. David James Misselbeck, chaired by Dr. Benjamin Miller. Dr. Ellie Christine Schrader, chaired by Dr. Yu Ting Lin. Dr. Amy Tat, chaired by Dr. Mo Kyun Sin. Dr. Isabel Antonia Unger, chaired by Dr. Patrick Murphy. Dr. Austin C. Ma, chaired by Dr. Mary Shelkey.
Dr. Sidney Mellon Hutton, chaired by Dr. Bonnie Bowie.
Dr. Ravneet Kaur Purawal Nahal, chaired by Dr. Jennifer Frikas. Dr. Samantha Marie Marinkovich, chaired by Dr. Melissa Owen.
Dr. Isabella Tali Almada Reina, chaired by Dr. Jennifer Frikas. Dr. Devin Renee Green, chaired by Dr. Susan Knowles.
Dr. Mayness Virk, chaired by Dr. Kristen Swanson. Dr. Juniper Moon, chaired by Dr. Robin Narum. Dr. Andrea B. Schneider, chaired by Dr. Terry Aparwa.
Dr. Sandy Tang Lu, chaired by Dr. Lisa Abel.
Dr. Jessica Ann Schuster, chaired by Dr. Maura Carroll. Dr. Leslie Vanessa Villa, chaired by Dr. Lisa Abel.
Dr. Leslie Ann Cruz, chaired by Dr. Heather Balser.
Dr. Christine Cara Santos, chaired by Dr. Mo Kyun Shin. Dr. Sophia Nok Tran, chaired by Dr. Robin Naran.
Dr. Cordelia Ruth Cochran, chaired by Dr. Gila Mirlashari. Dr. Jessica M. Dines, chaired by Dr. Mary Shelkey.
Dr. Erin Caroline Wade, chaired by Dr. Heather Balser. Dr. Jocelyn Olin, chaired by Dr. Diane Fuller Switzer.
Dr. Joy Bekimbo Inkotaria, chaired by Dr. Benjamin Miller.
Dr. Molly Nicholson, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Gabsdill.
Dr. Sarah Mary Ellen Foster, chaired by Dr. Colleen Woolsey. Dr. Amy Lauren Davignon, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Gabsdell.
Dr. Laura Walker, chaired by Dr. Colleen Woolsey. Dr. Isla Sage Oliver, chaired by Dr. Elizabeth Gabsdell.
Dr. Darian J. Hawk, chaired by Dr. Annette J. Thomas. Dr. Tara Lynn Freeborn-Pauley, chaired by Dr. Kelly McBroom.
Dr. Andrew Kenneth Meeks, chaired by Dr. Colleen Woolsey.
Dr. Kara J. Hawker, chaired by Dr. Benjamin Miller.
Dr. Puran Monirzad, chaired by Dr. Robin Narun. Dr. Victoria Valdez, chaired by Dr. Kelly McBroom. Dr. Aurora Catherine Vanderwark, chaired by Dr. Kelly McBroom.
Congratulations to the Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates. I would now like to invite Dean Joseph Phillips to present the candidates from the Albers School of Business and Economics.
Will the candidates for the master's degree from the Albers School of Business and Economics please come forward?
Annan Croato.
Al Taylor Nguyen. E. Bin Trin.
R. Highland. Michaela Davis.
Alexander M. Scoggins.
Brooke Cummins.
Maxwell Wark.
Jordan Groper. Rong Jin.
Billy Williams. Cassandra Macapinlock Munar.
Samuel Ebner. Megan Dunst. Sofia Koretskaya. Yvonne Marie Griffin. Alinur Ablikim.
Richa Prabhu.
Arafa Erkin. Christina Leanne Bueno.
Jingxi Ye. Riley Ranch. Stephen Colby Oatridge. Irina Streltsova.
Erin Lynn Fitzpatrick.
Lotta Madeline Charbonneau.
Bridget L. Jackson. Huang Do.
Eldad Abiche Mokria.
Huyinto Do.
Megan Kathleen McCallum.
Quan Do.
Stuart Jackson Sloan.
Huang Tam Lee.
Melissa Ray Roa. Akari Nakauchi.
Kelly Nicole Glander.
Lilin Chen.
Kimberly Yamilet Cartagena.
Meng Chi Wang.
Katrina Edmonds.
Nadia Nerissa.
Charles Aristotle Demetrio.
Edmundas Taras.
Brandon Connor. Stephanie Lackage.
Saya McGee. Maxim Alexander Napati.
Crystal Marie Garfield.
Ricardo Benedetti Marchetti. Eric Shapercutter Dietert.
Yusuf Surer.
Michelle Kirsten Barron Hedin. Leslie Ray Cox. Julianne Marie Culver.
Rupa Murlidharan Satagopan. Victor Alexander Delanco Manzanares.
Leanne Lee. Leon Andre Fornelli.
Jonathan Morse. Jason Allen Reed.
Nicholas Franchini. Brianne Campion. Sequoia Sunray Leopold.
Lillian Wangui. Christian Smith. Orlando Martins Neto. Taylor J. Mack. Brooke Wilson.
Jonathan Burns.
Pratyusha Marupaka. Maria Yim.
Queen T. To Huang.
Hanifa McGovern. Alexis Annette Navarro Swartz. Caroline Rotosk. Tran Jia Khan.
Madison Marie Damarel. Jishan Ed Gu.
Adam Clayton Rose. Catherine Nguyen. Ashley May Walter. Emily Hakila Kehaunani Oliveira Payton. Noah Kendall Prokopowitz.
Pratista Vajracharya.
Jalen Madison Ward.
Nathan Patrick Chu. Adante Henderson. Kate Angulo. Kalpana Bandari.
Annie Wright.
Prabjit Kaur.
Camila Romero Juarez. Cheryl Yoshimoto. Maria Daniela San Martin Jimenez. Wan Chi Peng. James Herman Rowland III. Aura Andrew Papyam.
Angel Chung.
Haley Willman.
Jasmine Marla Jones. Yin Lee.
Laura Elizabeth Crum. Irene Shi. Zichi Tan. Pasca Naganda.
An Jiangi.
Daisy Jepkogi Koech. Mai Asaf.
Maximiliano Prado Cortez.
Cameron Victor Stewart Green.
Tommy Nguyen.
David Joseph C. Gonzalez.
Louis Wynn.
Stefan B. M. Kadima.
Jiacheng Yu.
Brandon C. Davis.
Yishan Yao. Valerie Sophie Tabangoli. Xinwei Wang.
Ananya Jahari.
Melissa Vanarath. Komal Dilip Sanklecha.
Khalif As-Salahin El Salam.
Dwani Sailesh Shah.
Rachel Brown.
Ragini Negi. Dawn Frederica Meter McCausland.
Sumi Kana.
Maria Camila Pinzon Botilla.
Felix Chettiar.
Trok Nguyen. Amlan Ashe Mahajan. Chibok Park. Colin Brian Reardon. Rosemary Amaka Rocky. Maps Shui. Devontae Teague.
Day Darisco.
Kyle Stewart. Rajan Singh.
Pinjong Jiang. Jonathan Michael Feldstein.
Ma Chu. Amanda Meidinger. Jia Wen Tan. Emily Tennyson. Yun Han Zhang. Oleg I. Stovek. Amit Rana.
Mayuri Chavan. Arpita Debnath, Amro Chani,
Madhushri Majumdar, Wien Mii Ki Green, Manzi Mahajan,
Su Ting Ching,
Vani Rishi, Fung Khan No, Divya Ramesh,
Nicholas Black Carroll, Gita Shri Karyavala Narasimha, Tao Ti Ho, Nikki Gandhi,
Shamila Vijayasekara Nadir,
Tanya Bardwaj, Jimena Garcia Luna, Suganta Barua, Kritika Gupta, Pratiksha Manoj Chajed, Mridula Chaudhry, Leticia Auxiliadora Flores Hiron,
Anusha Makam, Shruta Kirti Shetigar,
Christian Baker,
Antonio Wilburn, Hunter Wilson,
Karen Celeste Greenlaw,
Gabriel Spock,
Miranda Foster,
Brooks Lawrence Moeller, Briellen Peretti, Max Macawam, Erica J. Weber, Jacob Winston Parker, Craig Alexander Price, Mukhbat Orhon, Jess Winky, Kuku Yanka,
Aaron Becken, Brandon Jacob Jimenez,
Jill Ramil, Manuel Torres,
Shilpa Alimati,
Emilio Valderas, Carlo Rodriguez,
Ben Oliver Brower, Laquana Latanya Patrice Cooper, Miles Frank Dutton, Gabriel Beckman, Julian Ong,
Isaac D. Puga Phillips, Andrew Wooster Reed,
Nick Ellingson,
Wen Shui Si,
Robert Andrew Dinwoody,
Jeffrey Kim Fong Wong.
Donna Little. Anson Isaiah Frederick. Heidi Dishnu. Alexis Embody. Diana Freik. Anina Chia.
AJ Mijares. Ijon Palos. Daniel Kibit Ruto.
Celia Erin Horwitz.
Rachel Michelle Olsen. James Parker.
Tara Javidpour. Gregory William Bailey. James Aaron Gilmore. Sean Joseph Clower. Rumtin Daneshvar.
Chun Eun Woo. Guion Guerriero Artiel Sittenjack. Sophia Sanchez. Divya Rama Nujam.
Congratulations to the master's degree graduates from the Albers School of Business and Economics. The candidates for master's and doctoral degrees have now been presented. As provost, I have the privilege to recommend to the president of the university the conferral of the degrees, and he in turn will confer the degrees. Will the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees please rise? President Peñalver, it is my honor to present to you the candidates for doctoral and master's degrees from the Albers School of Business and Economics, the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Education, the College of Nursing, the College of Science and Engineering, and the School of Theology and Ministry. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for their degrees as recommended by their respective faculties and deans, and I recommend that their degrees be conferred upon them.
All right, let's see if this thing's still working. By virtue of the authority granted by the Charter of Seattle University invested in me by the Board of Trustees, and acting upon the recommendation of the deans and faculties of the several colleges and schools, I hereby confer on the graduates of the class of 2023 who have successfully completed their program requirements and been so certified by the registrar of the university their respective degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. That means yes. Now please take your seats for a moment.
We congratulate all of our graduates and welcome you into the Seattle University alumni community. You are Redhawks for life, and we invite you to continue a lifelong relationship with your alma mater. You are all now members of the Seattle University Alumni Association, a worldwide network of over 86,000 alumni, and we encourage you to be active and engaged members. I invite you now to please stand as you are able for the benediction, which will be offered by Heidi Salentine, Master of Arts in Transformational Leadership. Please rise.
Dear graduates, through your Jesuit education at Seattle University, you have been empowered to create a more just and humane world. Embrace the responsibility that awaits you. Lead with conviction and bravery in a world that craves transformation. Transcend the boundaries that limit your imagination. Push beyond the confines of the familiar to embrace new possibilities. May you have the courage to step into the uncharted territories, embrace the mystery and wonder that lie beyond. Let your mind be open and receptive, ready to explore diverse perspectives and engage with the complexities of the world. May love and acceptance guide your every interaction, inspire you to see the divine spark in every human being. Embrace the diversity of our global community. Foster a culture of inclusion and understanding. Allow your heart to overflow with compassion and extend grace and kindness to all. In moments of vulnerability, find strength. Have the courage to be authentic, to express your truth, and to lean into discomfort. Recognize that growth often emerges from the depths of challenges and uncertainty. Embrace these moments with resilience, for they are opportunities for transformation. Cultivate your community rooted in your core values. Finally, may you spread hope and inspiration to all whose lives you touch. Amen.
Amen. Our ceremony is now concluded. I ask that all remain standing as you are able during the reception of the platform party, the faculty and the staff. We ask graduates to remain in place during the recessional, and then you'll be led out towards the front to exit the arena. And at that time, families and guests, please exit the arena and you'll be able to meet your graduates outside of the Climate Pledge arena on the plaza. I thank you all for attending the 2023 commencement of Seattle University.